Alright, so the spring friendly tournament is up now. I entered, first timer, and my goal is to not really win, but just to get experience and learn some stuff. Uh, my game is to do 10 matches a day for from the 10th to the 14th. So, and that's it. I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm gonna play one more tonight. Like, no, my game is to just do 10 each day. I'm not gonna record any of them, but I'm gonna like tell you how the day basically went, just because that'd be way too many matches to upload, and I don't feel like doing four. Like, I don't feel like going battle, back out, go into the game, save it, back out, go back to the battle. It'd just be so long, and I just wanted to have battle, 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 battle. So let's see. 10 matches today. I already did mine. Like, I got it done within like an hour or something. And most of the time, it's actually just looking for an opponent. Sometimes the matches like over really quickly, and sometimes it didn't really drag, but it felt like it was gonna be kind of like a long match because it came down to the wire, and it's like like who's gonna win? And some of those matches are good, and some of them were just like I've had I had 10 matches and I went 6-4, so I think that's pretty good. And the four matches I lost to were uh, three were over three were trick room, and one was an overused team, in my opinion, overused. Like they had I can't remember all six because it was like my second or third match, but he had the three I do remember. He didn't even use a Starmie, but I remember Starmie was in his team. He had a Gyarados in his team, an Infernape in his team, and I cannot remember the other one. Oh, like Metagross, just like a bunch of overused stuff. He had like Lucario. I don't know if Lucario's overused or not, but it might have been something. But I know he had the Infernape because the Infernape and the Gyarados was the last two I saw because he had a. I basically took out only one of his Pokemon, and I would have killed the Gyarados. Not the Gyarados. I would have killed the Metagross, but it switched because he knew a flamethrower was coming. It was going to finish him off, so I guess he switched into Gyarados stuff. But anyway, I'm getting off that point. I'm getting off the point. The other three were, I think I already said it. Yeah, Trick Room, three Trick Room, and the overused team. Uh, in the Trick Room, so I question some people's playstyle because it's absurd. And like, I mean, I'm not trying to bash people and stuff like that, but like, here's like one of the setups. He had a Porygon 2 and a Hariyama as the starters, and I had um, a Ming Shao and a Zoroark cloaked as a Chandelure. And I knew as soon as I saw his team, he had like two Pokemon that had Trick Room, and the rest, because the rest were just like these slow, heavy hitting monsters like Hariyama, um, not Metagross. I mean, he could have had a Metagross. A lot of people had Metagross today. I mean, I know it's a good Pokemon, but it's just like it's so. Um, so the Porygon 2 came out, and I was like, okay, it's like you knew he was gonna start with Porygon 2, or you just figured. So I was like, all right. So I go for the Drain Punch, and because I figured that Hariyama was gonna protect, because most of the trick rooms I've seen in just the random battles, they would protect for some reason, and then trick room, and then go for the attack. No, I mean, if they had a flame orb or something like that, it makes sense. But he didn't. Oh no, he did have a flame orb. He went for an attack anyway. But here's the thing I'm talking about. I was going for the Porygon 2, and I drain punched the Porygon because I didn't want to high jump kick it fucking miss. So I drain punch, and I brought it down to like about this much. And if it had an Evilite, that's a lot, even with a Life Orb Ming Shao, because like, they can like take it all day long. But here's the thing I'm concerned about: the Chandelure, Ghost Fire type, he fakes it out. I mean, it was a Zoroark cloaked, but he faked it out. And I don't know if he just knew. I don't know how you would know, but I mean, because it comes out exactly how it was the first turn, so it wasn't like my Chandler was damaged and then like I was in Zoroark as a Chandelure and it was like full health. There's no way he could have known. So that just blew my mind. I mean, that's just insane luck. That or he just didn't know It was Ghost type. I'm going to go with he didn't know it was Ghost type because if he predicted that well ahead, I'm amazed. I mean, there's no guarantee I would have hit it anyway because Focus Blast has like a 70 or 75% accuracy, so I probably would have missed. I should have just gone for the high jump kick and finished that Porygon 2, and who knows who would have won that match then. You fake out a Ghost type. I I just don't understand that. That like blew my mind. I'm not gonna say I lost for that, but in the back of my head throughout the rest of the match, I'm going like, how does he know? How did he know? How did he know? It had been either dumb luck or he misclicked and it just worked for him. I don't know. So yeah, the third trick room's lost. The rest were basically just average matches. Like I was losing just because everything I had is super fast. Like almost all my Pokemon are like timid or jolly. So my team is a Galvantula, a Chandelure, Blastoise, who's actually an attacking Blastoise, not my tank Blastoise, who I probably should have brought. A Mingxiao, Zoroark, and Glysaur. Glysaur's kind of my tank for this game, just because I have the poison heal on him, so and he's pretty beefy, and he's got basically only really ice as his weakness. So I mean ice and water, but most of the time I see just like Ice Fang or Ice Beam or something like that. I really didn't see too many water Pokemon today. And if they were water Pokemon, they weren't using water attacks, they were using ice attacks. So basically ice is his biggest weakness because it's 4 times effective. But yeah. Some of the matches were interesting. I'm not also here to judge people on their move sets or move ideas, but some of them were just kind of a little off. I mean, it definitely would be an interesting thing. Like one guy had a Garchomp, who's a physical attacker, but he had like flamethrower. I mean, it's interesting. It's a good idea because it definitely throws you off. But there's that, and the one that actually like really blew me away was a Drapion, who I like seeing just because I like seeing Pokemon who are original, like their teams are just original. Like, I mean, mine, yeah, Mingxiao and Glysaur are overused, but no one uses Galvantula. No one uses. I don't see Blastoise being used too much. I'm pretty sure the rest of my team's like UU or RU. I'm not sure. I think Chandler is definitely UU. He might be making his way up, but yeah. Zoroark, I'm pretty sure is UU. I'm pretty sure the rest of my team is UU. I don't think I have any NUs on my team. But, I'm not sure I'm a hypocrite. Wait, the Glysaur I use as a tank, but only if I see there's nothing really effective. Like if I don't see anything that has like no that I know or I think has ice type move, I normally set him in as backup, not automatically into the match. And Mingxiao has only started for me a couple times because since it's pure power, I normally like to start try and finish Pokemon off and have him be a sweeper because it's basically in punch you're dead, in punch you're dead. But getting back to the Drapion, which I kind of wish I brought mine. Sorry about that, my cat. The Drapion had like Venoshock and Bug Bite, and that like first of all the Bug Bite, and I'm pretty sure it only has like a 30 power base. It critical my Galvantula, and that kind of annoyed me because I know Galvantula is not super strong, super defensive, but it's resistant, it's a weak attack, and it critted me, and I was like, it's like to a bug bite. The best one of the day, though, the best one of today was a Heracross who was close combating everything. He had to have been banded. He was either banded because he wasn't scarfed because he wasn't fast, so he had to have been banded. And my Glysaur was I brought it down to just the Heracross because he was only targeting my Glysaur for some reason. And I had Chandelure as backup, and I was like, okay, I'll send in Chandelure because like I toxicated it, so he's poisoned now, his health's like down to like here's full. He's down to like well the opposite way. He's down to like that compared to like this. And he already did like 3 close combats or 4 close combats, so he only had one left. So I was like, okay. So he was down to his last one. He just used his last one because it was funny because I said in the Chandelure because I'm like, well, I'm assuming he had PP max on the close combat because like it's only 5 attacks, so why wouldn't you like beef it up to like 8? I think it goes up to. So in this Chandelure, he struggles. My Chandelure had minus 10 HP because I got hit by I think like a Rocky Helmet. He might have been down like 15 points. Something hit it. It took minimum damage from something like its health bar was from this to this. Okay, he struggled, critted, and killed my Chandelure with one hit, and I was laughing because I'm like, yeah, I obviously have the game in the bag now because he's critted, but he killed himself because of the recoil and he had all those close combats. But I was like, I was so blown away that a struggle actually took out a Pokemon, and I kind of wish I did record that, like save that one just to show. But yeah, struggle, motherfucking deadly boo. Oh man, that's basically it. And my game plan is to just do 10 matches a day for the remainder of the tournament, and I don't want to like go and like play anymore during the end of the night. Like, oh, like, before I go to bed, like, oh, I'll just play like one more match. Get down. So yeah, it's okay. I'm basically just doing it for experience. Like, I don't really think I'm gonna be. I mean, obviously, I don't think I'm gonna be winning this thing, but I'm just basically doing it for um, experience, knowledge, see what's out there. Maybe get some interesting move set ideas for myself. Not like trying to steal, but like, oh, like that's an interesting idea. Like I wouldn't expect that. Um, or maybe just like item ideas. Like one really blew me away. It was in another Trick Room team, and I thought I was going to be able to beat it. He started with a Slowking and a Hitmontop, and I mean he basically swept my team with that. The only reason it was 3-0 is because the Hitmontop died from Life Orb. But I had the Ming Shao, well Zoroark as a Ming Shao, and Chandelure as a starter, and I was figuring the Hitmontop would protect or I don't know, try something against the Ming Shao, but he sucker punches my Chandelure, which sucks. I was like, okay, sure. So it brought me down to about that. I was in yellow. I guess it wasn't really much that strong because it didn't freaking kill me. And then, so I Dark Pulsed with Choice Specs. I Dark Pulsed the Slowking, and he had the berry that resists Dark moves. So I was like, wow, that's kind of random. And I don't ever think I would use that on my own Slowking. I'd probably prefer leftovers or like a berry that's like once he's down, like his special attacks increase or something like that. But I thought that was unique, and it basically did win him the match because I could not kill that Slowking to save my life. That I do believe if it didn't have that berry, I would have won the match. Oh no, not won, but I would have. It might have gone a different way because the Slowking just wrecked my team. He psychic my Ming Shao dead. Uh, Scalded my Glycer who came in next died. Um, he just like raped my team. And I said the only reason I got 3-1 is because 3-0 is because of the Hitmontop knocked us out with Life Orb. It sucks when it happens. So that's basically it. I'm not gonna record my matches and upload them because that would take too long. But I am gonna come on every day and give the play-by-play of what happened and give my stats. So right now, I said I'm 6'4". I should be around 1,600 points now. Because last I looked, it said I was 8 because it has to take time to upload. So I was 8 at the time, and I was like 1568, and I'm hoping maybe with the next 2 I'll be bumped up just to or around 1,600 points. So I'll see you guys tomorrow and let you know how that day went. See ya.